What is up, guys? I think we are up and running. Let me just make sure. All right. So how high can it go? Let's see. Well, we definitely did break this last local resistance right here. So if you didn't see the video I just posted, I was calling for possibly, let's see here. So how high can it go? Let's see. So these next lines right here are going to be our next spots that we're going to be looking for some solid resistance, somewhere around that 4.6 and definitely the 50 mark for sure. RSI still not showing us that over bought, so this thing still has massive potential, definitely to move up. RSI still not showing us that over bought, so this thing still has. You said trillions of volume? If trillions were definitely buying in, this coin would be, you would make millions of dollars right now, instantly. Let's see, so from this bottom, let's see. So if you guys were able to catch this down here at that 2.9 mark, this thing is up 54-55% right now as we speak. Let's see, I'm going to remove this blue line right here. So we're going to see, because like I said, this 40, we're at the 45. Our next spot that's going to be some solid resistance is going to be if we can make it up to this 46. I most likely guessing this thing's going to probably, it's going to keep teeter-totting. It's going to have to keep retesting. Hopefully we can watch it live. But if we can break through this 46, I think we're going to see a new high for a local. I mean, we already did see a local high right now at the 45, but if this thing can break 46, we're talking it jumping up to this 50 mark easily. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome, welcome. Crypto FUD. Would it go all-time high? Well, let's see what's the all-time high right now. Let's see. Forgot. all-time high. Now look, whenever we zoom out, look at where we're at right now. Even though this thing is flying up right now, look, all-time high right now would be, I mean, you're talking about dropping a zero for sure. Let's map it out from where we're at, from all-time high. You're talking about a 260% gain just from where we're at right now. So, I mean, to be realistic, that would be crazy if it was to jump up, almost 300% right now. Don't see it happening as of right now. But if you're asking, would it go to all-time high eventually? 100%. You gotta remember, Milady came out, we're in this bear market. So the volume right now is petty compared to when we get into a bull market. When we get into a bull market, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the actual bull market, like the last one, but you would see projects that, they didn't have anything going for them. At least we have NFTs from Milady and stuff like that, and they're building off this project. You would see projects that had absolutely nothing going for them, but they would just be a new project, and there would be 100, 200, $300 million volume in a day. These projects, you saw what Pepe did, and that was in I would say in a bullish area of a bear market, but we were technically still in a bear market, and Pepe jumped up to $2.5 billion. So, with these meme coins, for them to jump up those billions of dollars, you need a lot of hype. You need your grandmother, your grandmother's friends at the gym. They all need to be talking about, Milady. So for right now, I don't see, that happening, but, things can change fast. They definitely can change very fast. But I think what we need to see and what we need to take in is that Milady right now, even sitting at where it's at the 45 is definitely, and compared to everything else right now, you look at Bitcoin 26,500, it's really not doing anything. But Milady is pumping right now. It's looking good. It's kind of giving you a little peep show on when we enter a bull market as a whole, as a crypto market. I think that Milady definitely is going to be one of those projects that if you bought in at the right time, and you accumulate a lot of coins, I don't see this thing doing nothing but going up, and definitely 10, 20, 30x. But obviously, like I always tell you guys, not financial advice or anything like that. You have to be very careful, because you have to look at it both ways. This thing could move up very fast, but it also could move down just as fast. And that was one thing on like a couple videos ago, I showed that even when the market was doing, just in the last 2 weeks, Bitcoin, dropped down to 25,000, you saw Milady technically only go down to 2.9 right here. We didn't go down to any new lows or anything like that, when a lot of the other altcoins were just bleeding. They were hitting new lows. Milady only went down to 2.9, and I think it's because Milady's formed a solid fan base with a lot of holders, where they bought in somewhere around that 2.93 mark, and that's pretty much where where they're holding. So it's like when we do have a sell-off, it only goes down to a certain amount of 2.9, like you saw. It only went down somewhat because you have a lot of people that are just holding long term. So we'll definitely see how this goes. Welcome guys. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'm looking at the chat. We're live. Any other projects that you guys want to look at too, we can map them out. Currently sitting at the 45 right now, so we'll see. That'd be pretty dope. While we're live, this thing, shoots up even more. I want to see this 50 mark get tapped, right? I think, another thing too is we need to take baby steps, right? And this local high right here, pretty much where I mapped out. If you can see at the, let's see here, where was this little high at? So this was at the 63, okay. So that's where, after we obviously get past this 50, that's going to be our main thing that we're going to be looking for, is getting up to this spot right here where we got rejected last time when we were on this crazy run. That's going to be the next spot that's going to be like a major resistance, and we'll see you know, how much of a struggle it's going to be for us to really get past that spot right there at that 663 spot. But, you know, like I keep saying, I don't care what spots have been resistance. When this thing starts running and we actually are in a full blown bull market, I think, you know, I keep saying I think, we know this thing is going to definitely melt some faces. It's definitely going to, you know, do some things. And I keep saying, you know, on all my videos, with such a small market cap, this thing is definitely going to just, you know, it has such the potential to explode and really jump in. You know, imagine the people that bought into like Shiba back, you know, what, just 2 or 3 years ago. Shiba was trading at like 11, 12 zeros. You know, it was just, the market cap was so small, and the only way you could actually buy into Shiba was through like Uniswap and stuff like that. So you had to swap Ethereum. And I never forget the story of this guy or lady, whoever it was. They bought Shiba when it was at the ultimate low. It was like the market cap was like, you know, pennies compared to what it is now. But they bought in $8,000. They traded. It was like a $15,000 trade or $12,000 trade. They but by the time they went through the Ethereum gas fees, because at the time Ethereum was, you know, the gas fees were outrageous, they only got $8,000 worth of Shiba. And I don't know how true the story is, but I'm pretty positive it was something. The numbers I don't think are completely accurate, but that $8,000 turned into something like astronomical, like millions, hundreds of millions of dollars whenever Shiba actually went up and went to an all-time high. Like the person owned like 30% of all Shiba just from that $8,000 purchase from when it was like, you know, at the bare minimum. So, you know, that's not going to happen right now, you know, buying in even at these prices right now. But what I'm saying is the potential to buy in at some of these projects like this right here at such a low price with such a low market cap definitely could do something. Could be one of those stories in the future, right? One of those people that bought into Milady. No one even really knew about Milady. Bought in at like the 19, the 20 mark, and this thing shot up to $100 billion market cap. Sounds far-fetched, right? But not in crypto. That's why we're all here. Let me know any more questions. RSI is still looking decent. Definitely pointing up, but no green, no oversold. So we definitely have a nice little spot to move. Let's zoom in a little bit to this chart. Look at this move. So we are approaching that line that I've already put in, the 4.6. We'll see. We're getting closer to it right now. All right, so you know what? Now that I zoomed in, we can see actually green forming on the RSI. If you can see down here, nothing to be alarmed on, you know, because we can stretch this green out, but you can see it's already started to where it's definitely becoming overbought. So we'll have to see where we're going here, but you can see on the RSI right here, we are starting where we printed a green. It's starting to get overbought, so we'll see. But you know, Milady's still pumping. Let's see this 46 live, right? Now you guys saw me put this line here. Let's see. I'm predicting that if we do get up to this 46, it is probably going to be a solid spot of resistance. But we can see if these buyers are going to come through, and if we're going to be able to get past. I have the chat live, so let me know any questions or anything like that. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This actually is technically my first live. I'm not like a real big live kind of guy. I like to just, you know, make content, review my content, and then put it out there. It's a little nerve-wracking coming on live, you know. Let's see, we're approaching 40. There's the 46. There's the 46. We are at the 46. Let's see, my blue line's a little bit over. It's about the 46.1, but we are technically retesting it, right? Or we're testing it right now to see if we're going to get rejected or what. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Any questions, put it in the chat. We're watching this as it unfolds. Let's see here. So if you guys could see from the last 24 hours, we are up 48. Basically, let's give it 50%, right? The lady's up 48, 50% as of yesterday, or I think it was the day before, technically. We've been on this run for, what, 2 days now? 15th? Oh, okay. So it's been a day. Let's see here. So you see, we hit the 46. Technically, we did get rejected, but let's see, barely, small little rejection. Let me zoom in. Let me move this RSI. I'm gonna have to move these fib lines here. Stay calm. I'm freaking out over here. Where are you located? Me myself, I'll let you guys know. So I'm obviously in America. I'm in Florida, over in the Tampa Bay area is where I am born and raised, down here, Florida boy. UK. I didn't want to assume, but I obviously, with the whole mate, I know you guys say that. Let's see here. Nice. Appreciate it, Anonymous. I thank you guys so much. I really do. I don't care if it's just a few of us in here for right now, but we're slowly building the channel, right? And like I say before, you know, with any of the videos, hitting that like button, I didn't realize. But, you know, anything, even for other videos, for other people that are making content, if it's something that you're like, you care about or you're invested in, hitting that like button, actually, you know, it's how you tell YouTube, the algorithm, for them to basically share those videos to people that are similar to yourself. So something like Milady, you're invested in Milady, it would be nothing but, you know, beneficial for yourself to hit that like button, because then obviously other people that are similar to yourself, maybe not even invested in Milady, they could be invested in other stuff, or they're just searching crypto, and it could, you know, go across their feed. And that's how you kind of introduce. It's almost like doing your part, you know, because we're not, this isn't a pyramid scheme, right? This is our investments, but we want to have other people, you know, get introduced to these kind of things, because that's what's going to build the market, build crypto, build this project particularly. So let's see here. Thinking of selling my XRP and buying this. Let's see here. So you're not even bought into Milady right now? Let me see something real quick. Let's see. Go over here. Let's look at the XRP chart as well. So XRP is sitting at around 50 cents. Let's see here. So how fast can this come down? I mean, I was saying this before. You know, Milady you can look at it both ways. It can go just as fast up as it can go down. You know, so that's why I always tell people to be careful. You know, like, be careful with, you know, when you see these pumps, buying in at these pumps right here. You know, you just have to be careful, because, like I keep saying, this thing could easily come right back down. It's not going to crash back down to zero, but if you're following the channel, I always tell everybody, you know, just have patience. Patience is like the #1 key with crypto. I don't know if you guys heard the story for myself, but like, I bought in, my first crypto that I bought into was Dogecoin. I bought Doge when it was at like 2 cents. This was like 2020. And I bought in, and I was like, man, I was getting so just like over it, because Doge wasn't doing anything. It was just like sitting stagnant, and, you know, just out of nowhere, you guys know the whole story with Doge. It just like out of nowhere instantly shot up, and I was able to make some good money off of Doge. And that's when I learned, you know, I had to sit on Doge for like 6 months, but I learned patience is key. You know, if you guys aren't trying to time this market and do like daily trading, then, you know, you need to have patience and just focus on what projects that you like, and look at a number that you think is a solid number. A lot of times for myself, I'll look, so we're looking at, like, for Milady, if I was sitting on the side right here, I try to look to see, you know, where is a good spot that I'm looking for myself to buy in. If I was sitting on the side, and I would like, if I'm looking at this chart here, I would say probably, you know, where we dropped right here, this 30 mark would be a good spot to DCA in. Not go all in. If I had $1,000, I would probably buy a few hundred at that spot, and you know, just monitor it. If we start moving down, just DCA in, something like that. And that's my kind of how I look at the charts and look at everything, because trying to day trade, you know, it's easily, you're gonna get burned very quickly. You know, it's you can get some lucky spells and definitely do good, but you're always, it's like playing freaking the casino games. You know, it's like you're gonna win a little bit and you're gonna get their money right back. You know, so long term is the way that I look at it. So let me check this chat. So let's see here. Thinking of selling. I already read that one. How fast can this come down? Like I said, you know, it can come down just as fast as it's moving up. So past week I'm down 5K. Why are you down, bro? It's all right though. You know, a lot of people in this market right now can tell you that they're probably, their portfolios are somewhat down right now, right? Real quick, pausing. If you can see, we keep jumping up to this 4.6. Look, we're at it right now, 4.6. If you keep seeing it, it keeps bouncing 4.6, bouncing down. It's like the crypto gods can see where I put my lines, and it's like, you know, no, I'm just kidding. It's really all just TA, guys. It really is. It's just focusing on spots that you can see that we've previously had some resistance, and that's how you kind of map it out. And same thing with support. Let's see here. I'm DCAing from the top and finally breaking even, aka finally stop buying. I hear you, man. Yo, just 2 times speed to catch up. What do you mean by that? What do you mean, Jamie? What do you mean, bro? Talk to me. But yeah, so to continue about Doge, so Dogecoin, so when I made those, I sold, I don't know if you guys remember Elon Musk going on Saturday Night Live. I was holding on. I had been holding on for like 6-8 months before that. So that's another thing too, is you want to get in before the hype. You know, I was introduced to Doge out of nowhere because I was like a kind of a stock guy and stuff like that, would buy stocks. And one of my buddies introduced me to Doge, and he was like, listen, you should jump in on this. And at the time I was like, how do you buy crypto? And he was like, don't judge me, but he was like, just get Robinhood. He's like, start on Robinhood and just start buying Doge. And that's exactly what I did. I just was dollar cost averaging in, and like I said, it was like 6 months down the road. My average, you know, price per Doge was like 3 or 4 cents at the time, and I was just like fed up. I was like, dude, this isn't doing anything. And then just finally, you could start seeing like on the chats and everywhere, people were starting to talk about Doge, and it started moving, you know. And then just that out of nowhere, it moved up. I didn't catch at the top, but I did sell, you know, and made some good money off of Doge, and I moved my profits from Doge to Ethereum, and I started buying Ethereum at like $1,000. And same thing with Ethereum. I bought Ethereum and I ended up selling I had multiple Ethereum at that point. And I just held on to it. And I remember holding on to it, and it went up all the way up to like 4,000, and I didn't sell. And it dropped back down, and I started just continuing to buy again. And then we went, eventually, this was like an 8-month span. It eventually went back up to like 4,200, and that's when I sold again. You know, so that's pretty much what it is. It's just patience. It really is. What's causing it? Is it whales buying? What do you guys think? Clayton asks, what's causing this pump right here? Honestly, Clayton, if whales were buying into Milady right now, the volume on Milady, I'll check, but it's probably a few $1 million. I don't think whales are manipulating this or anything like that. What's going on is on the exchanges, for like the big exchanges like crypto.com particularly, I'm sure Milady's at like the top right now for top movers. So you have people kind of seeing that whenever they get into crypto.com and and other exchanges, they'll see Milady's is up right now. People, for whatever reason, want to buy in when things are moving fast. It's almost like an adrenaline rush for a lot of people. You know, they want to jump in. That FOMO starts kicking in, right? But me personally, you have to be careful when you're thinking like that, because, you know, you easily can buy up at the top. And like we were talking a little while ago, this thing could easily, you know, come down. I'm not gonna say it would come crashing down, but it easily could, you know, retrace 10 or 15%. And now you have to make the decision: do you sell at a loss, or do you hold on to this thing, you know, until it can possibly go back up? So, you know, that's where it is right there. Welcome, guys. Welcome everybody that just jumped in. We're live right now. Any questions? If you guys want to look at any other charts, you know, we're not just looking at Milady. We can look at anything else too. I definitely will pull it up. We're sitting at what, 45? We keep retesting this 46 mark that I was calling for. Let's see here. We keep testing this 46 mark. And basically we cannot break it yet, but I think we got this live up right now. Let's go. We got this live up. I think we're gonna break it during the live stream. XRP 50 cents, bro. We're sitting at 50 cents. If you can see, we're under the, what is this, the 200 day. See, with XRP, I would just be looking for spots to just buy in, just little spots to buy in, you know what I'm saying? So when we're down, because XRP already has the community behind it, right? You know, they've been rallying for so long, and you saw this crazy run up. You know, this was because of obviously the case, but now it's starting to come back down to you know, levels that it can kind of just flatline at. And I think it's going to be somewhere around these areas. It's going to follow what Bitcoin's doing. But in the bull market, XRP is going to definitely fly up, I think. So if you're able to kind of map out the bottom of XRP is at 30 cents. So if you can get anywhere between like maybe 35 to 45 cents would probably be a solid spot. Now, if you're already bought in right now, I don't know what your prices are. You can tell me, but you know, me personally, I will hold on to something. I will not take a loss. I will literally just hold on to it. I really will. It's like, because at the end of the day, like I'm telling everybody, the patience will take over. If you have patience, and let's say you're in XRP at 70 cents, XRP will get to 70 cents again. It's really, are you going to be able to hold on until it gets to 70 cents? Because it could be a year down the road. So, you know, that's pretty much it with XRP. It's a, you know, a solid project. It's just, you know, I think the hype is kind of gone down on XRP. You know how crypto is, man. Everything's hype right now, you know, because we're not in a bull market. So it's just like what's hyped up right now, you know, that's what's going to move like crazy. But then people forget about it a few weeks later. Yeah, it's probably suppressed. I don't know. I feel like it's just a lot of people bought in when it was moving up because of the case, and a lot of people made their money and jumped out. And then you have right now you just have the people that are long term holding on to XRP, and that's what it is. But you know, let's see here. It really, I mean, if you can see, we're slowly making lower highs, you know. But we'll see how that goes. Milady 45.7. So that 46 mark was like I was saying, is a solid spot that is just going to be, you know, major resistance to where we're going to need to. Not us, but you know, just the buyers in particularly are going to have a struggle trying to get up there. You know, another thing is that we're up 50%. So a lot of people are looking to see, like, is this a good time to buy in for Milady? And if you look at the chart right now, this is like a 3-month chart, right? I would be very cautious. But if you zoom out, let's see here. If you zoom out, you know, we're not really up like crazy. You know, we're not up like crazy, but you know, for you guys, you know, I always try to keep it real, keep it honest with you guys, and I would say if I was sitting on the sidelines, I would just hold off. I would hold off right now on Milady buying in because we know how these pumps go. We know how these pumps go. I want to tell you guys that we're about to go to the freaking moon, but we all know that, you know, eventually we're gonna get to a spot. It's not going to be able to break it, and that's when you're going to see one big sell-off where it's going to be like 5 or 10%, and then that'll just start the descending, right? That's how it goes. That's why a couple of videos ago, someone was asking me, they're like, why are you telling people to sell at this low price? And I was like, I'm not trying to tell anybody to sell, but for a project like this, if you're up 50-60%, and this is all up to y'all's discretion, but let's say you're up 60% and you're willing to take that risk and sell, and then maybe like this, you're able to catch that top and then buy back in. Even if you were able to catch a 60% profit, that means you can buy 60% more Milady when it drops back down to here. I'm thinking long term. I'm not saying sell and just walk away from the project, because at the end of the day, that little 60% is going to be nothing compared to that 600% that you're going to be able to cash out in a year from now, or 6 months from now, or whenever the case may be. So let's see, Anonymous, I'm still holding Pepe. This little, hold on here, like an emoji in my way. Oh, I see. I'm still holding some Pepe. I went out. I just don't want to take the L. I hear you, man. Pepe, I will say, like, Pepe, I don't think Pepe was is done. I don't think Pepe is done either. I think that in the long run for Pepe as well, Pepe, I think is going to be one of those meme coins that could be one of the big boys as well. The only thing I say with Pepe versus like Milady is the market cap. Milady has, a $30 million market cap, $32 million market cap. Pepe, I haven't checked, but last I looked, Pepe was at like 200 million. So it's not like it's like a crazy enormous market cap, but it definitely, if I was to pick which project, if it was either or, I would be more into Milady, just because the potential for it to go up on the upside seems like it could move a lot more. You could get more for your money as far as investing in Milady than Pepe. But Pepe has that backing. It built that, like almost like that Shiba effect, where everybody was talking about Pepe for a while. So Pepe's familiar. A lot of people are familiar with that project. So I think when the bull run happens, Pepe could definitely do something again like it did before. So that would be a decision that you would have to make. But like I said, if you don't want to lose any money, if you have patience, that's something that you could, hold on to. Because I feel like as long as you didn't buy it like that crazy top, even if you bought the top, I think we'll get there again. But if you didn't buy at that crazy top, you'll definitely see your money back eventually. Eventually, right? You don't know how long. And sometimes I do encourage people to just, if it's like myself, I've done it where I just take my losses, and I'll move. Because there's like Milady. I did that, I think, with another project for Milady. I was like, you know what? It was like $100 loss. I was like, screw it. I'm gonna just sell and put this $500 into Milady, and ended up making out because I ended up, being really high up on Milady. So stuff like that. Playing the content from start at 2x speed. Alright, look what just happened. So look, did I not just say this? We're going to get to a spot, and you're going to see someone just sold right there. It just dropped like 5%. Let's see here. It dropped 5% in literally a second. You see that? 43, 42. Look. Here we go. Now, we'll see how it goes. We need to hold this as some support right here at the 42. This is what we need to do as far as holding it, and we just broke it. And we just broke it, right? Let's see, guys. And that's why I go back to saying, it's risky. It's risky. You're almost trying to time the market, but on some of these pumps, and there will be more pumps, guys. Don't worry, don't worry. But what I'm saying is that, you know, for right now with this market that we're in, until Bitcoin gets past like 34,000, we're gonna see stuff like this where Milady's gonna pump. It's gonna have crazy, crazy fun days, and then it's gonna go kind of dormant for a few weeks or a month or whatever the case may be, and then it pumps again. You know, but these pumps are gonna be pretty much short-lived for right now, just because that's just the name of the game right now. You know. Now let's go back to that comment. Is this whale manipulation? That possibly could be, because I mean, look at that. This thing just dropped 10%. 10%. Somebody, somewhere, and I hope you're not watching this stream. I'm just kidding. Someone, somewhere just sold off a crazy amount. This thing just dropped 14% right here live. That's crazy. So like I was telling, you know, the person, who was it? Somebody that said that they weren't even bought in. They're just kind of watching. Let's see here. You know, that's what I'm saying. Just have patience, because you're definitely gonna have an opportunity to buy in at a good price. What does the MACD say? That's a good idea. Let's see. MACD is a good indicator for daily. Let me see something here. So the MACD, so you can see it's about to flip. The MACD is about to flip. So yeah, you can see like pretty much we're overbought. We were overbought. It hit a level to where, you know, it basically, I'm not even gonna say it was an indicator to sell, but something about Milady is every time this thing we have a nice pump, it'll always get to a certain spot, and it's just like the same thing happens to where there's like a first a 5 or 10% move down, and then it's like it will slowly start just descending back down, right? So if you look at the MACD, look at the previous pumps, you see how it was almost like a roller coaster ride, right? This one was fairly impressive, because you would have thought that we were heading back down right here, and it was a fake out. So let's see if maybe this one's going to be a fake out here. But the MACD, once that blue line crosses over that red and we're looking like we're going down, it's most likely it's already written in the books, we're on our way back down. But we'll see how it goes. So we're sitting at the 39 right now. We're basically retesting the 236. So I'm not saying it's over, folks, at all, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe this could be a bounce, because we are technically retesting the yesterday's high. So we're retesting yesterday's high. The only thing that kind of just gets me is this massive sell-off. I mean, immediate sell-off, right? About a 14% sell-off. I mean, that was within 5 minutes. So do I think people like big money is maybe manipulating? I don't think they're manipulating the charts. I just think that, you know, big money, you know, all this could have taken is like $100,000, where someone bought in maybe 50 grand, doubled their money, had a big sale very easily. Very, very easily. What's Pepe doing nowadays on the charts? I haven't put out a Pepe video or checked at all. Hold on. Is that the Pepe chart? So new. You can see there's my old fib line. So Pepe's down and out right now. Pepe is down and out right now. It really is. guys, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Not that we're going back, not that we're going down to zero or anything, but I mean, does this not look like what happened over here? I think the one thing that we can take, and we can take it to the bank, is we just made a new high, a new local high. That's one thing that we can take, you know, to our advantage, is that we just made a new local high. And that's why I keep stressing, you know, I'm not telling anybody to sell their stuff because I'm not a financial advisor. But guys, and I'll make sure to keep you guys up to date, you know, as far as like these videos and stuff like that. But if you see that we're up 50, 60% and you're up 50 or 30, 40, 50%, you know, it could be a good idea maybe to just take your profits, you know, and sit on the sidelines and then just wait. Because even if you would have just sold up here and then literally bought back 10 minutes later, you'd have 15% more of your bag right now, you know. Now I hate playing the market because you know what's gonna happen. It feels like it happens to all of us, right? It's like right when you sell, this thing's gonna go friggin' to all-time highs, right? That's what we all feel like, and sometimes it feels like it really does do that. It's like same with me, like I'll sell something and it's like out of nowhere it just starts shooting up. It's like almost like they're watching your particular bag, waiting for whenever you sell. Let me see. Oops. Keep me, lady. Let's see. What else do you guys want to look at? Oh, I didn't want to do that one. So let's see where we're at here. So, you know what's weird is that for like right here, we didn't even get into the green on the RSI, like for the overbought. We really didn't. We'll check out render. Hold on. So we're back at that 236 mark. So let's see if we can yeah, I know, right? Let's see if we can possibly hold this 236 fib. We'll see. Let's check out render real quick. You know, I am not familiar with this project. I always hear about it. Oh, look, I have checked it out because look at back in February I was mapping it out. I think I had one video of render back. Let's see here. So render, hold on here. I will say a couple things that I'm looking at right here. So render is definitely under its 200-day. So, you know, be careful. Bottomed out right here at $1.29, $1.30. Looks like it's trying to come up eventually and retest the 618, which the 618 would be around $1.65. It does look like it's bottomed out, you know, but a lot of altcoins right now, they kind of all look like this, where they've just hit a little low, you know, and they're slowly trying to recap and get back up to these levels. But it's really based off of Bitcoin, you know. It's really based off of Bitcoin, really. You know, all these projects, unless there's something big coming out for render, you know, like you know, they're partnering up with something, or you know, like some mass adoption happening. I feel like, you know, all these projects are really just running in sync with Bitcoin right now. So the fact that Bitcoin's sitting at 26,500, Bitcoin's chart, we'll look at it too. It's kind of the same thing where it just, you know, it kind of made that bottom. Bitcoin bottomed out around 25 and it's slowly just trying to make its way back up, you know. So now as far as like the fundamentals on render, I have no idea behind it. I have no idea behind it, but I always hear about render. You know, I always hear about it. So maybe that's something I'll look at in the future as far as doing some a video on the fundamentals and stuff like that. I'm more of a chart guy, you know. I like to look at the charts and like, what do the charts tell me? I have people close to me that are old school, that you know, in the stock markets, and I'm always telling them about projects and what, you know, like Matic and stuff like that, and how there's mass adoption. And they're like, that's cool and all, but what are the charts telling you? You know, that's what they're always, every time. What are the charts telling you? You know? So, yeah, no worries, man. No worries. So we're sitting at the 236. We're still sitting here. We'll see how it goes, because, you know, we're right at that 38 mark. We did jump up, make a new local high somewhere around the 45, 46 mark. And then we saw this just big dump, you know? Somebody sold off somewhere. We're gonna find you. We will. Just kidding. Just kidding. Wink, wink. I'm gonna find out who sold out all those me ladies. I wish I should have. There's where you can bring up the buys and sells and see who the hell. I'd love to know just like how much was sold off just now. You know, just for that 15% drop. I'm sure it's probably a mass amount. What are you guys holding in your bags for me, lady? What are you guys holding? Like, how many billions? I started off, I bought in, I don't know if you guys remember. Let's go back here. I caught this. So, Milady came out, had a nice run, blah, blah, blah. I missed it all. I bought in down here, if you guys remember. You can go back and verify. There was like probably a few months back. We'll go back to where the video was probably made somewhere around the 6th of June. I bought in somewhere around the 19 mark. Is where I bought in this, because whenever I was looking at Milady, and Milady's market cap at the time was at $19 million. I was like, there's no way in hell that this project's not gonna freaking, you know, at least 2x. You know, it was just dropped on like Crypto.com and a couple other exchanges. $19 million market cap, and like I said on my last video that I just made, I lost my train of thought because I was watching the. Oh yeah, all the coins are in circulation. That's a big thing too with Milady. Is all the coins, and I'm gonna look it up and see. I think there's like what? There's like, let me see here. Let's find out. Let me do some research. I'm doing it on my phone, so I don't have to change the screen. But Milady, let's see. So Milady's market cap right now is sitting at around 34.5 million. It's got a volume of about 6.5 million, and the circulating supply is 888 trillion, right? The max supply is 888 trillion. Total supply is 888 trillion. What I'm getting to is that all the coins that they're ever going to make for Milady are already out there. Excuse me, they're already out there to be bought or sold. So if you look at a lot of projects will have 60% out, and they still have 40% that still can get dropped at any time. Usually when you look at their white papers for the projects, and usually all the projects will, if you go to their actual official website, you can go into their white papers, and a lot of them will have mapped out when they're going to be releasing the coins or the tokens, and it's usually not like a one day they just drop 40% of the circulation. It goes, they release 40% more. They'll do it in small increments throughout the year. So like 2023 they'll let out 5%, or the next year they'll let out another 5%. They'll do that. Milady, right when it came out, they already had all their coins in circulation. The market cap is really low. Those are two things that I always look at as far as when I'm buying in on something, because you don't want to buy in on something obviously that has a market cap that's already sky high, and you don't want to buy in on a project that 10% of the project's coins are released, so there's still 90% out there, right? So let's see here. So yeah, it has to be a big bag. That had to have been an enormous bag, dude. That thing was probably like something crazy. If you guys look it up, let us know in the chat. There's probably like a $100,000 sale or something like that made that. Let's see here. Daily News holding 5 billion. Nice. Bobby holding on to that big bag, 12 billion. I see you, man. Let's see here. I bought at the top. Stupid, but I wanted it. So, hey, you know what? No worries, dude. No worries. That's why I always say DCA. DCA, it would bring your average down. So, you know, on days that we're like down and out and you see Milady is down like crazy, that's when, if you have the funds, obviously. Remember, I can't stress this enough. You never want to be basically held like ransom on like having to sell a project that you don't want to sell, right? And I mean, like, you don't want to use money that you have to feed your family or you have to pay any kind of bills or anything like that. You want to use funds that would normally be sitting in the bank, you know, or that you're going to go waste something else, you know, buying something that you don't need. That's the funds you should be using, because then that means that you're not you know, forced to sell if something happens, you know, in life, because you know things happen in life, right? Your life could change in an instant, you know, financially, so you might have to do stuff, excuse my language, you know, so you want to just make sure that anything that you're spending is basically just something that you don't need, because like I go back to, it's all about patience. You want to have patience, especially for a project like this. This is going to be where patience is going to pay off in the long run, right? So let's see here. So 12, so I bought the top. And then Jamie, what would be the price of Ladies if it reaches Shiba Inu market cap? Bro, let's find out. So Shiba, I'll tell you, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do all the math on that. But let's see here. I'm using my phone as a calculator real quick. So Shiba's market cap right now, let's find out. And where are we sitting right now while I'm doing this? So we're sitting at the 38 still. We're holding on. Buyers and sellers are at war right now while we're talking. So let's see here. So Shiba's market cap is sitting at $4.3 billion. $4.3 billion, right? And Milady is at 35 million. So let's see here. If my math does this correctly, let's see, 35 million. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this. 35 million. Is it 35 million divided by 45 billion? Let's see. Or 4.5 billion, I mean. Hold on, guys. A lot of zeros to put in here. Alright, so that wasn't right. 4.5 billion divided by 35 million. Alright, so it would be 128x from where we're at right now. So 128x from where we're at right now. So you would do the price of where we're at right now. So it's at, what are we at? How many zeros are on me, lady? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 zeros. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 8 times 128. Alright, so if Milady got to Shiba's market cap, where Shiba's currently at, we're not even talking about where Shiba was, but where we're currently at, we would be somewhere around 3, 4. So we would be at 5 zeros at the 5 mark. So it would be 5 zeros and a 5. So that would be 128x. So whatever you own right now. So let's say you own $100 worth, times that by 128. I think that would be somewhere around, if you had $100, that would be somewhere around like, I think $11,000 or $12,000 just from where it's at right now. So imagine Shiba actually was at $45 billion at one point. I mean, it's just crazy to think. Shiba, believe it or not, after my Dogecoin rally, I ended up just, I always heard about Shiba, but I never even bought in. And one day, true story, one day I bought into Shiba. I just put $100 in one day. I was just like throwing money around in my crypto.com. And I bought $100 worth of Shiba, and a month later is when it shot up. That $100 went to $1,500. I had a 15x, and believe it or not, I didn't sell. I freaking held it all the way down until it went back down, and I ended up selling at like $250. you know, and just making like $100 profit or whatever it was, $250 profit. So I mean, that's another thing I always tell everybody is you don't want to get married to the project. It's so hard. You buy into some of these things. You know, I had so much Shiba because I bought it at like such a low that, like, you know, you feel powerful almost, right? You have like billions of these coins. You feel powerful, but at the end of the day, you got to remember we're here to make money, right? So what's going on here? Let's see. We're sitting at the 39 mark. What is this? Why is it Milady posting lately on X? They usually. That's a good question. Let's check out Milady's Twitter. Let's see what they are doing lately. Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah, it's showing you. So Milady, what have they been doing? They really haven't. They haven't. From what I'm seeing, the last posts were like from like August. It's a little weird. Yeah, they haven't posted anything in a while. I wonder why. I will say, I will just, you know, peep in on. Oh, that's Milady Maker. That might be why. Let's see here. Why did? Hold on. Where's the official? Is this the official Milady? There it is. All right. Okay, so they just posted something on the 9th. It's been like a week. What's going on with Milady? It's funny. I know. I don't know if you guys remember Milady. They were like, didn't they try to come out with some kind of like another coin on the ladies kind of thing? I could have sworn I saw, and it like backfired on them. Just from what I remember. I know they were promoting something. I think at the end of the day, you have to remember, and what I was gonna say is, you know, Milady is it's NFTs. You know, it's NFTs, and you know, I was gonna say this is that I always will periodically just look to see what the volume is on Milady's NFTs, because you know, people that are involved with Milady NFTs are associated with the Milady coin, right? And it's like it'll have days where it'll have a high volume, you know, and then some days it just goes flatline. And I think what it is too is that you have to remember, guys, NFTs fell off the face of the earth, you know, like 2 years ago. Everybody was talking about them, and then they just like, that was like the first thing to get hit in crypto, was like everybody sold off all their NFTs, right? So I think right now NFTs are just on the back burner, stuff like that. But that's another thing too, is, you know, you look at like, and I'm not dogging Pepe or anything like that, but like at least Milady has something going for it in the back end. You know, it has NFT projects, it has, you know, all the devs with the NFT project and stuff like that. So imagine when the bull market starts, we have such a small market cap, all the coins are in circulation, and Milady NFTs now are freaking skyrocketing. You know, imagine that. The Milady coin's gonna go right with it. That's another thing, is that you're gonna see, you know, probably a lot of volume get brought into the Milady space. So that's another thing that we also have going for it as well. So let's check the charts real quick. If you guys just tuning in, we witnessed this epic this local high, and then out of nowhere, we think it's one of the viewers in here, but we're trying to figure it out right now which one it was. But someone sold off 15% of their of whatever happened here. 15% drop happened, and we are trying to rekindle our run, we bounced at the 236. We currently sitting at the 39. We bounced cleanly right at this 236, and we've been kind of stagnant. It looks like we want to, maybe start trying to come up for another run. We'll see how it goes. I wouldn't doubt. I mean, this is just throwing it out there, but these people, if you have, it's easier to make money when you have money, right? So if you have hundreds of thousands of dollars that you're playing with, something like this, someone would buy in 10,000-20,000 on Milady. If you're up 10%, and let's just say you're up 10% and it's only been a day, they will jump out. They'll jump out because they're not doing these. They're looking for small, quick gains, right? And it's easier to do that when you have a big chunk of money to invest in. You jump in. That's when people are really good at day trading, But when you're buying in, and you're buying in on projects and you have a few $100 and you're up 5-10%, it's not worth it to sell really because you're only up $10. So it's not really that big of a motivation for you to really sell. You'd rather just kind of wait it out in hopes in the long run that it pays off, right? So you can get the big chunk of money, and then you can do those kind of moves. I was doing stuff like that on Coinbase where whenever this goes back to like my Dogecoin, getting that money in my Ethereum, selling at the top for Ethereum. I had a big chunk of money. IRS, if you're listening, I pay my taxes, right? Anyways, had a big chunk of money. I was in I have multiple portfolios out there, but I was in Coinbase, and what I would do is I would look to see what new projects are dropping on Coinbase, and they would call it the Coinbase effect, where where the project would drop on Coinbase, and it would, like 99% of the time, it would go up like 100-200%. So I would literally just on a day, like one transaction, I would throw $5,000 at a project that I didn't know anything about. It just dropped on Coinbase, and I would just watch it. I'd watch it. I'd be out to dinner watching. My parents, or whatever the case is, I'd be with family. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Shh, can't talk. I'm just watching this," and it would jump up 15%. I'd hit the sell button, and just rinse and repeat. That's what I would do. So it says, Jamie, why are you blaming people in the chat? Let's see here. Volumes at its highest since 8/26. Yeah, 6.6 million. Yep, I saw that. I didn't know it was at its highest, but it definitely is up right now. Volume's up over $6 million, right now. But remember, the volume is not just buys, it's also sales. So you have, obviously that volume when we were on our way up and we were up here was 90% all probably buys. But now you can consider that a chunk of that, the volume is obviously the sell-off right here as well. So we'll see how it goes. Jamie, I can't believe you're blaming Daily for the drop. You know something I don't know? Daily, was it you, man? Did you do that? I'm just playing around. Alright, let's see. While I have you guys here, I don't know if you guys follow all my other videos, because I know people that are, if you're in Milady, you're looking for Milady videos and stuff like that. I'm also invested in Fetch AI. They're, if you don't know, you should look it up, do your own research. They're blockchain, AI blockchain technology. It's really cool for autonomous bots. And, they basically, I don't want to get into it because I don't know it all, 100%. I don't want to give out any, anything that's incorrect. But it's basically, like I said, AI integrated in the blockchain. So they have their own blockchain, and AI runs it all. It's pretty cool. So Fetch AI, their market cap somewhere like around $160 million. But think about it, with AI, that's a very small market cap. So I definitely, if you were to ask me right now, is it a good time to buy? I wouldn't give you any financial advice, but I would say have patience, like I keep telling everybody, and a good level to look for is around that 20 cents. So if this is something that you're looking around, this could be something to keep an eye on. Fetch AI, anywhere sub like 22 cents would be a good buying in my eyes. So Chronos, bro. If you guys who is here on my channel when I first started, my channel's been it's been about a year, but who is here, bro? I am a diehard Chronos. I just haven't really been involved with Chronos in a while, but I was like a diehard Chronos, especially with their DeFi. I was so big on DeFi. I actually run a Facebook page for Crow King. I was like heavy in DeFi for Chronos. I think the Chronos ecosystem is awesome. Honestly, I really do. I just, what sucks is there's so many freaking ecosystems now, so many nowadays. So it's like what Crow's trying to do. There's already there's literally 40 other ecosystems, that are like layer 1 projects that are just trying to do the same thing, and it just sucks because you have a good project like Crow, and they have such a big DeFi space, and stuff like that, and it's just it's hard for it to thrive. The volume's so low, it's like ghost town for it because there's just people every 2 months a new layer 1 comes out, with its own ecosystem. So it's just, but right now it's sitting at 5 cents. Personally, it's not a bad buy-in. I remember I was eating up Chronos at 25 cents buying them because I was, was in the DeFi, so I needed my Crow to transfer, to buy into the other projects on the DeFi. I looked at my Chronos profile last year. I probably shouldn't even say anything because the IRS, you know what I'm saying? They're just, you gotta watch out for them. But let's just say they notified me that I spent a lot of money on Chronos, because I was using it to swap stuff. So, but 5 cents, if you look, Chronos is, it's been steadily just bleeding out. It's sitting under, it's not too far under, but it's under its 200-day. I think if you're looking at a long-term play, I'm a big guy on Crypto.com. I like Crypto.com. If you'd have asked me this maybe 2 years ago, I was like, nope, I wasn't really big on Crypto.com, but since last year when I really got into the DeFi space, I really, big on Crypto.com. So I like that they have their own coin. So, long term, I think bull run, DeFi is going to definitely be where it's at again, where you can make some good money. Remember, Shiba started on DeFi. For Ethereum, but I mean, that's how you get. If you want to know how you get into these projects, Milady was on DeFi, Pepe was on DeFi before it was all on these major swaps. They were all on DeFi, and that's how you get into these projects. If you're wondering how do people buy in at these dirt low prices when the market cap's at 200,000, they're on DeFi, and that's how it is, But you have to be careful because DeFi is like the wild wild west. There's so many rug pulls out there. You have to be very careful. You buy in, these projects can easily get a rug pull. And the definition of a rug pull is when someone creates a fake project or they create a real project and then they pull all the liquidity out. They literally just drain. Not like by selling, they literally have the power just to take all the liquidity out. So the project's still there. You're holding on to 1 million of these coins, but there's no market cap anymore. The liquidity's all gone. So now you're holding on to 1 million coins that are worth $0. So that's why you have to be very careful with DeFi. But I think DeFi is the that's like the foundation of crypto. It is like the foundation of crypto because that's where all these projects, most of them all start on, is from DeFi, and they end up becoming big and getting onto these major exchanges, and that's when most people see them, when they're already on the exchanges and they've already blown up. So yep, Milady's at 37. It is. So we broke the 236. We did break it, and we're back down. So we're in these levels right here that we're gonna watch. But I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna be real honest. So if you look, I mean, I keep going back to this buy or this crazy run up. It looks similar. It looks similar minus this run up right here, and then this run. This was more of just a straight giga pump is what I would call it. But if you see, I mean, it was like the same thing. And I'm telling you, it's probably the same freaking person that keeps running this thing up and then selling off, you know. But like I keep saying, who cares? Because we just made a new local high, you know, and Milady in the long run is gonna, you know, do big things. Milady in the long run is gonna do big things. So if anything, it's giving you guys an opportunity to just have patience and possibly buy in if we do maybe come, you know, down to these reasonable numbers to where you can add to your bag and bring your average cost down. But you know, it's to be expected. Now, one thing that would be super bullish for Milady, super bullish. Let me see here. So if we can hold this 0.5 right here, this 0.5 at the 33, let's say we bounce back down to right here at this 33, and then we start making our way back up. I think that's when we're going to see even another local high, you know. And that's, you know what, that's how in long term, that's how it'll work. You'll have these crazy fast gigapumps and you'll have a sell-off. But just like for over here, this looks beautiful. This, you know, this slow growth right here, we have these gigapumps in between. But if you saw, it was higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. This drop right here, the whole market dropped. The whole freaking market dropped. This is when Bitcoin went down to $25,000, you know. So you can see Milady's like just trying to decouple its way, and Milady doesn't run with Bitcoin, but at the same time, if Bitcoin is having a rough time or it's going down to lows, it's gonna bring down every project. Excuse me, burping up my lunch. Excuse me. So let's see here. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. So crypto is like a cookie aisle. So many choices, but only have so much to spend, right? Daily, what's your favorite cookie? What's your favorite cookie? On the cookie aisle. Mine right now would be Oreos. Triple stuff. You seen those mega triple stuff Oreos? Oh my gosh, these things are amazing. I don't buy them because if I buy them, it's like I bite into one cookie and it's over with. That's all I'm thinking about all day if I'm at the house. Let's see here. She made the new bottom too. Daily's buying. I would if I could. I hear you. Jamie, that's smart, man. You know, always only buy into what you can afford. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be in a pickle and have to, you know, you're buying stuff that you know you have to pay rent in a week or your mortgage or you need money for gas or lunch, you know, and you have to freaking sell it. You know, I've never shopped at Aldi. I've never shopped at Aldi's. They have them down here in Florida, but I've never shopped at Aldi's ever. There's not a lot of them. They're like scattered around, but we have Publix down here, and if you're familiar with Publix, that place is like so fire. Like this morning, I went to Publix to grab a couple things. They have like this own like sub section where you can build your own sub. They were on sale. I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to, because I go to the gym. I was gonna put my camera on, but I didn't. But I work out a lot. I go to the gym and stuff almost every morning. So I try to eat healthy, you know. So I was like, some days I'm like today it was Saturday. I was like, I want a sandwich. But normally I eat like real strict like chicken, rice, stuff like that. Cause I'm in the bodybuilding kind of thing. I'm not like a bodybuilder, but trying to be healthy, and I've worked out for like 12 years. I've been in the gym. So. Oh yeah. That's what it's all about, right? Just trying to be healthy, build your wealth, spend time with your family, your loved ones and stuff like that, and just live a good life. So Fortnite Bricks, let's check that out. If you haven't, I made some videos on Bricks a couple weeks ago because it was definitely mooning. But let's see what it's doing nowadays. So Fortnite, let's see here. If you look, you can see, and we'll probably still use the same because it's such a small chart. So Fortnite, let's see here. So it made a not an all-time low, but it made this low right here at what, 9 cents, which would have been a decent time to buy in. My opinion, not financial advice, but it looks like it got rejected right here at the 786. and it looks like we're wanting to come back down. Are we going to come back to this 9 cents? We'll see. But I will say anything under this 9 cents for Brix, because Brix has a very small market cap too. I don't remember exactly what it was at, but it has a very small market cap. And I believe, let me pull it up on my phone so I don't have to change the screen, but I believe Brix is another one where all the coins are in circulation. So, let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, you know another project I want to bring up too in a minute? Hold on. So Brix, holy, this can't be right. It says Brix market cap on Crypto.com. It's telling me Brix market cap is at $4 million. Are you freaking kidding me? That's gotta be some kind of a typo. So, so two things that I look at. So the market cap is crazy on Brix. Like if that's true that it's that low, that's insane. The circulating supply for Brix is only 111 million tokens. That's not a lot. The circulating and total supply, but what I do see is the max supply, which means the most that they'll ever have is at 0, meaning they can add at any time. They can add at any time on Brix. I don't think that they're going to do anything like that anytime soon, but that's something just to keep in mind, is that they could at any given time add some coins to circulation and add to the supply. I don't see them doing that anytime soon though. But if, like I was gonna say, if you can catch Brix anything under where this right here, this 9.6, you'll probably make out if you can hold on to it, because Brix is kind of like you know, you can see it has these like crazy jump ups. You know, some of them are 10-20%, but they're very short lived. That's the only thing. And the volume on Brix is at like $200,000 right now, so it's very, I think it's under the rug. Not a lot of people know about the project, so I would just, if you guys are in it, if I'm reading this correct, so I have 1,200 Brix. Let's see here, I bought 1,200 when it was at 38 cents. Obviously, like I have to keep specifying, because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not a financial advisor, so my opinion is, if that's obviously money that you just bought in and you don't need it, just let it sit there, dude. Let it sit there. If we maybe have a spike up on Brix where it's at 11 cents, like if this thing goes up and tries to retest this 618 at 18 cents, it'll probably be short-lived. It would be hard, but maybe take a loss and sell right there, and then try to catch it when it comes back down and reposition yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then on the next time it pumps up, you can sell again and you'll probably get all your money back. Something like that. Or you could be lazy, which I'm not saying is bad. You can be lazy and have patience and just put it, just forget about it. And, in the next bull run, I'm sure that thing will probably shoot up if the market cap is that low. Because it says the market cap is something like crazy, crazy low. One thing I wanted to bring up, so right here, we're at 38 cents. We're still sitting at that 38 cents. That's a solid spot that we are just hanging at. So we'll have to see how it goes. One thing I wanted to point out was, do you need to leave soon? Okay. I always try to mispronounce this. Is it Ordinals? I think it is Ordinals, bro. Ordinals. It's a BR20 token, right? It runs off the Bitcoin ecosystem. This is, I think, something that in the long run that's going to be a project that blows up right here. I really do. Is this the right Ordinals though? Wait, is it $3.36? Yeah, that's right. I'm pissed because I was watching it for a while and I wanted to buy in, and I didn't check it for like a couple days, and it dropped down to this $2.89, and that's where I wanted to buy in. That was an all-time low. $2. I mean, not that it's like crazy up from where it was, but, and like I said, remember, every project looks like this right now, where they made a low and they're slowly trying to make their way back up. But we'll have to see how Bitcoin is. But this project, Ordinals, has like 22 million in full circulation and total supply, max supply. It's only 22 million. The market cap is at like $50 million, and don't quote me, I think it's at like $50 to $70 million. It's something so low, and this thing runs off the Bitcoin ecosystem for like NFTs and stuff like that. I honestly think this is going to be one of my next projects. I'm going to be watching if we can get anywhere under the $3 mark. This is going to be something that I'd like to buy in on, is ordinals, and we'll keep an eye on that, you know, in the near future as far as making videos and stuff like that, just to watch. So any other projects, let me know. I'm going to be leaving here in a little while. I have to go. My daughter has to go. I have to take her somewhere, but other than that, we'll keep going for a little bit longer and see. You know, but this 38 mark, I think, is going to be where we're going to sit for a little while. You know, we have this power grab right now from buyers to sellers. You know, but you can see after this, you know, what was this 15% drop? There really hasn't been much going on. Did we find out? Was it Daily that did that? That made that sell? Daily, was that you, bro? Jamie says it is, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to believe him, man. Put that money back in there and pump this project back up, bro. Just kidding. Let's see here. So you sold your bricks at 23 cents. I hear you, man. I hear you guys. We can't listen. One thing about investing in stocks and crypto is you're gonna make a bunch of mistakes, right? You're gonna buy into certain projects and you're gonna make some mistakes, but what's gonna count is those 2 or 3 decisions that you make that are good decisions, and that'll pay off. That's what it is, you know. So you're gonna have losses, you're gonna have wins, you're gonna have losses, but you want to make sure your wins outdo your losses, right? So that's why I always say my thing is you know, just dollar cost average in and have patience. Have patience. Don't chase any of these projects, or you can say don't get FOMO. You know, don't feel like you're gonna miss out, because if you always go back to what I'm saying, having patience, you're going to have that opportunity to get into any project that you want at that price that you're looking for, but you have to have the patience. You have to be there. You have to be willing to just wait and wait it out. Wait it out. Let's see here. Yeah, it had a nice run with bricks. It did. Bricks definitely, you know, came out and had crazy runs. It was. I was like covering it like multiple videos a day, I think last week, or at least a video a day I was coming out. So it says I'll put $1 in. Anonymous, you want to check out Bone real quick? Yeah, bro, Daily, I appreciate you coming in and checking out the live. I really do. We'll make sure, you know, for any of these, and if you guys haven't, I'm sure you guys already have, but hit the subscribe button, you know, hit the like, you know, it helps the channel out, but also it, you know, for the subscription, whenever we come out live or whenever this bull run does happen, it's gonna happen. I'll make sure that we have, you know, a community to where we can all talk, you know, we can all, you know, have a peaceful learning environment, you know, that we're all here because at the end of the day, we're all here because something interests us that we all are interested in, right? And it's crypto. You know, we might be in different projects and stuff like that, but we're all here for a reason, and it's because we all, you know, we're all interested in something that's similar to each other, and that's crypto and us, you know, making money. And that's what it's all about. My goal here is really to, you know, pass my knowledge that I've picked up in the last few years with crypto and gain knowledge from you guys, right? Because, you know, I could be looking at a chart a certain way that maybe Daily or Jamie or, you know, anybody else is looking at that could be completely different. And I'm not wrong and you're not wrong, you know? So we can look at it 2 different ways or 3 different ways, you know, just to look at different spectrums of the charts. So that's how it is. But I appreciate everybody today. Let's go, before we end before we end it, let's look at Bones real quick, just because my boy wants to look at it. Shiba Bones. So you can see I did map this out a while back. Bones right now looks like it's you know, it's coming back towards this low right here at it looks like it wants to come back down towards the 68 cents. You know, with Bones, I feel like it's only gonna move when Shiba moves, right? When Shiba moves, Bones gonna move. that's pretty much it. Bones, it is listed on a lot of major exchanges, so it does have that going for it. I just think that it's on the back burner for a lot of other meme projects, just because there's so many choices out there. But in the long term, if you're involved in this, I think in the long term you'll definitely get your money back if you're at a loss, or you definitely will make some money, because I know Bones' market cap's not too high up, and Shiba definitely will have another run eventually when we get back into the bull market. So I'm sure Bones will be right there with it. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna end this live chat, this live stream. I appreciate everybody today. I really do. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe, hit the like. Maybe later on, I'm gonna be watching, the Milady. If anything starts moving back up, I swear, if we move back up anything past that 4.45 mark, we're gonna jump back on and we'll watch it together. All right. But other than that, guys, I appreciate everything. Hope you guys have a great day today. All right. Thank you.